Look, it's possible we have two different views about it, né? But here's what I'm clear about. It evolved out of a television idea. Before we got to Egypt, I believe we were clear. Nalu and I were not like getting married. Which is why
You and I, yeah.
Yeah, we were not.
We're very
me
clear.
and you were the only people under the sun.
Actually,
maybe.
more than me, you're than you.
Huh?
I get you wanted it, and then I thought to myself, no, I don't want to sign anything. I didn't want to do anything. Going to Egypt.
Oh, wow.
So this is what happened. You planned a surprise wedding. I then said I'm not ready because it was so quick. I was not privy of this information. I was
Surprise wedding
oblivious.
for a TV show under the idea that came from you.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that it was my idea. Then
How come you say you didn't know it was your idea?
a week prior to us going to,
Okay, let me listen to
I think it was Austria, and then we were going to Egypt, right? Then you were telling me, no, it's actually a surprise wedding. Then I said to you, I'm not ready. I think we're moving too fast, considering our past, considering our history.
Yeah.
I think we should take it we should take it one step at a time.
Right.
And then you said, but you've already paid, you've already planned
For the
everything.
production.
You've gone full throttle.
For the production,
right?
yeah.
Then we spoke to the pastor came, did the ceremony, conducted the ceremony, and we left. Then I kept in touch with the pastor. We were in LA. While I was keeping in touch with the pastor, he says to me, do you want the marriage certificate? I'm like, yeah? What are these people plotting? And then he then comes back and you then come back and he comes back and says, no, in Islamic law, whether you sign or not, if you get married in an Islamic country, you are married, whether you like it or not. And then you freaked out because now there was no antenuptial in place, and that means now the marriage is what? Is in communal property automatically. And then what did you do? You annulled it.
My gig is prenuptial language has to happen. It hasn't happened. So now, because we're still learning each other, I think we're 2-3 months into our reconnecting that point, which is different now. We're approaching almost a year, basically. So it was early. The trust element wasn't, I can't even say it wasn't strong, it was non-existent.
I didn't even plan for this wedding to happen to begin with. I wasn't ready for it, right? And then the next thing I'm hit with, oh, good marriage certificate. And then the next thing you're saying to me, I want an antenuptial. I said to you, these were more, I'm not signing no antenuptial because the one I signed the first time was the worst I've ever signed.
No, but you're confusing two.
My lawyer said that, so now I must sign another one. I refused at that time. Lebo is scared because he has been burnt once. I mean, he worked hard. He's been homeless. I remember he took me to LA and he showed me the corner that where he was homeless for a whole year. He cleaned the toilets. He worked at McD. He was a valet driver, So obviously when you work that hard for your money and you come through, since age 14 you left home, you're going to definitely protect it with all you got. The one thing that was like how,
No,
unsound mind. You said unsound mind,
Yeah,
and then you annulled it based on that. And I asked myself, but I didn't even go to psychiatric ward.
Then
that was the breakdown of our relationship from that day.
No, that was not a breakdown.
No, it started from there.
Let me help you.
It started from there.
Go.
From the annulment, when the sheriff came and knocked on my door, a day before I was flying out, in my mind, I was like, how? If someone can do this, then it's over. In my mind, I was already gone. I was already out of the relationship. I'm like, that moment, I was like,